My name is Michael Cooper.
Coming from?
UK.
UK. What was your problem?
I started off with severe lower back pain.
Mm-hmm.
I went to see several doctors
Mm.
who could take in tablets.
Mm-hmm.
One said I had hemorrhoids.
Mm-hmm. When this started?
This started in November.
Mm-hmm.
And in February I went into a hospital in Mapsa
Mm-hmm.
and I had the surgery for hemorrhoids
Mm. This last year?
this year.
This year?
And still I have been having this problem.
Mm-hmm.
I went to see an orthopaedic surgeon
Mm-hmm.
and he told me it was a muscle problem.
Mm.
He sent me for x-rays, the x-rays come back clear.
Mm-hmm.
And then he decided it was a nerve problem.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that I should take all these tablets. I was taking tablets
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 at a time, 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Which killed the pain, but obviously the pain still come back.
Mm-hmm.
So then I decided then I'd go and see a Dr. Bonnie Pereira in Mapsa.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously he wanted to keep me in the hospital. And I didn't want to stay there.
Mm.
And then he said, we'll start off on the tablets, and if this doesn't work, you'd have to inject the spine.
Mm.
I had this injection in the spine. It didn't make things any easier. In fact, it made the problem worse.
Mm-hmm.
I was
5 days bed rest.
5 days bed rest I had, and I was waking up in the night in terrible pain. I had drug passing urine. Then when I went back to him and told him about it, he said, no, you have to go on traction. So I was on traction for
4 days.
4 days.
8 hours a day.
8 hours a day. Then they told me I had to have 2-week bed rest.
Mm-hmm.
And still I got nothing. And in the end I just lost all faith.
Break your spirit.
I was really breaking my spirit. I mean, the expense was getting so much.
Mm.
And I felt that the doctor was actually taking advantage of us. And then my friend, he said, we've got to do something. And I saw an advert your advert in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the best thing I ever done.
Mm.
It's been very uncomfortable, but up to now things have improved so much. At least I can sit down and relax and walk around. That's before I couldn't walk around.
Mm-hmm.
And also, now we can sit back and think that now I can go back to England to see my family. I hasn't seen family for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
This back problem has been ongoing for 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
more than 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
5 doctors, all one after the other, all prescribed.
How it is started? From where it is started? Which doctor and how? What was done first? What operation was done?
The first doctor, it started in November of last year, 2004, and then it was ongoing for January. Then the pain was so much. The first thing he saw was the orthopaedic doctor, who tried some exercises on him, gave him some painkiller relief, and he said to him, you have to give it some time, it's a muscular problem. Time did pass and the problem didn't get any better. Then we went to, somebody recommended we go to the Mandovi doctor, which he did, and then after an examination there and a small procedure, the doctor there wanted 47,000 rupees for the treatment of piles.
Piles treatment.
For piles treatment. And I personally believe that to be too much money for such a treatment. And we spoke to the second doctor who recommended him, and he said, no, you go to the SARC-Goa in Mapsa, and the surgeon there will fix you. And we saw a doctor there and he performed the surgery, and he said you will have a 5-day recovery period. After the surgery he was 9 months of pain, and when he went back to the doctor after the 9th month, keep going back every month, more tablets, and doctors told him that the pain is in your head, you are imagining the pain. The surgery was, successful. Problem was still there, so he went to see another 2 doctors in Mapsa, both orthopaedic doctors. As he said, he had the x-ray results, and they were insistent that it was nerve damage. And then with regret he had the injections in the spine, because the doctor guaranteed him that after the injection it would be an immediate relief, 100% recovery. but then as Michael's told you, he had 5 days of bed rest. After that, 4 days of traction. And I have known him for more than 20 years, and I have never seen him taken to bed. Even when he had surgery on his arm, 2 operations on his arm, he was never in bed other than just to wait for the anaesthetic to wear off, and then he was back to work next day. This is the first time in 20 years I have ever seen him in bed. And then one doctor wrote an article in the newspaper about your services, and I phoned you up. We came here, and immediately you started the treatment, and there was some relief that first day, and I've slightly lost track of the days, but we're 5 days now.
Yeah, 5
we're
days
in our
now.
5th day now, and from being 1 year of constantly in pain and constantly being manipulated by the doctors that he's seen, today we're so pleased. He's pain-free.
So you spend a lot of money and time.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. And but the time doesn't bother. We travel from Mapsford here every day. This is not a problem. If I'm going to get a result, I don't mind paying what money. The money I've spent here has been money well spent. The money I have given doctors in Mapsa, the 3 doctors in Mapsa, worked out to nearly 45,000
for
one treatment.
I think with all the X-rays and medication, the follow-up treatments between the 4 doctors, I think we'll be looking at 60,000-70,000 rupees. One had 30,000 just on his own without the medication and blood test. 8,000, then up and down. So I would think he has wasted and had no benefits with about 60,000.
That day you came crying here with the severe pain.
It was breaking his spirit, because it looked like as well, because of the pain, it would be impossible to travel back to UK on a 9-hour flight to see family. Family he has not seen for 5 years. One sister which is has poor health, and she is 75 now, and he so wanted to see her. Earlier this year she was taken very, very badly in February of this year, just before round about the time he had a week after the surgery, and he couldn't travel because of that, and it was life-threatening at the time for her, because she had
actually when you came that day, it was really a very worse condition, and you was crying for the pain. And you was also crying with the names of the doctors, that what they have done, and lot of monies I have spent, and without any even single paisa relief you got.
Yeah, because one doctor gave me steroids to take.
Actually you are not taking steroid, no?
I'm taking no tablets at all. Well, one doctor gave me steroids. When I went the other way, I said, you mustn't take steroids, and unbeknown to me, he injected my spine with steroids.
Spinal steroid injection.
Yeah. Which made the pain much worse. At least I could walk around before he gave me that, and then I couldn't even walk around.
But what was amazing was that on the advice of yourself, is that you said stop all medication. Now, when you stop, if you're on medication for such a long time, is that immediately you expect the pain to come back 10 times more so. We stopped all the medication, and the level of pain did not change in any way. It did not get any worse, thankfully, and only started to improve once the acupuncture sessions started. So the tablets, the proof was that the tablets were doing nothing. If anything, all they were doing was just creating some imbalance of chemicals within the body, but there was no benefits whatsoever with the tablets.
So what you want to say more about our center?
One thing I'd like to say about the centre is the staff, the doctors, they're marvellous. They take care of the patients. They put their heart into their work. Dr. Prabhu has got hands of magic. That's all I can say.
And it's the sincerity and the empathy that doctor and staff share with the patient. It's not just like, come in, what is the problem? We need to do this. They ask for the history. They ask what has happened. Which is important, because they also, you know the patient's state of mind. And when they tell their story, I'm sure most patients have been to like the hospital doctors before they come here, and they're nearly broken. Their spirits are broken. They've lost all faith. And here, I said the evidence is here.
Yeah.
You know, 1 year or 1 full year of pain, and from one doctor to another, and then just like that, 5 sessions, and the pain-free.
Within 5 days, we give the pain-free. And patient also is free of movements. Today you have seen the sitting position. You was not able to sit for even 5 minutes, no?
Oh.
It was very painful.
I could move.
Today you are sitting at least from morning till now at more than 5 hours.
More than 5 hours.
Yeah, and without also pain.
No pain.
Yeah, and what about you? Just stand and show me. Yeah, now this getting up also is easy.
I can get down there even holding the chair and get up with it holding the chair.
Which was not possible.
I couldn't do before.
And that also without pain.
No pain.
Can you show me bending? Yeah, just show me. This was not possible.
No.
So this also pain, and also your back is getting free.
Yeah.
Today I have done the special treatment of my own research, which I do, and that is around half an hour or 1 hour treatment.
Yes.
Within this 1 hour treatment, I have shown you that what we can do. Your pain of your back plus your movements which is stiff also has been relaxed.
Yes.
So you are very free. And are you happy with my treatment?
I'm more than very happy.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy.
If we could bring the sister that we were talking about, which is unfortunately got some paralysis, if she could travel, without a doubt, we would bring her. We would bring her.
Okay.